Hello. Are you frustrated? Do you feel like the church doesn't work? Well, I think you're right. The church doesn't work, and we're going to look at why it doesn't work and what to do about it, because this is certainly not God's intent to see the church not working. But when we see society being torn apart by wicked concepts, people have lost even their identity in a lot of cases. Am I a man or am I a woman? They don't know who they are. They don't know where they're going. They don't know. They feel like they're just animals. And you know what? In a lot of ways, they're taught that we are only animals, just living out our animal instincts, and people are very much separated from what God intended, that we would understand that we are a people created in His image for His purposes. And one of the key purposes is to find salvation through the saving work of Jesus Christ, who died for our sins so that we could be transferred from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light. So I'm hoping that I'm talking to people who have been transferred or people who are interested in being transferred into the kingdom of light. So let me tell you what my role is. My role is that I feel that God has called me to is I have been given a gift of understanding administration in the kingdom. So that means, unpack that, understanding how the kingdom should work. And one of the reasons that the church is not working, in my opinion, is because people do not understand how it should work. They don't understand the principles of the kingdom. They don't understand who should be doing what and how they should be doing it. So when people don't understand it, they kind of make things up. And sometimes the things that we make up don't actually align with how God intended. And when we're just a little bit at cross purposes with His intent, we find that it doesn't work very well. So I never looked for this job. I have always thought it's sort of a reformer. I've always thought that a reformer should be a man and not a woman, and I hear all these things that, women shouldn't be teaching. So if you struggle with that, just consider this. I am not exactly teaching. I am administrating the gift of administration and talking to you about the principles of administration. And I can't help it that that's my gift. If you're not happy with that, you can take it up with God because He gave it to me. And so since I have it, I have to be responsible to use it. So let me check my notes here. It just goes without saying that darkness is falling all over our land, and so many people are frustrated. Here is who is frustrated. First of all, pastors are frustrated because they feel that the average member in their church is not really contributing to the advancement of the kingdom. So they feel like I can't do it all, and I'm expected to do it all. And so they're frustrated. They also don't know how to motivate people to go out and do more different than what they're doing. I'm not saying that all pastors are that way, but a lot of pastors are that way. They don't know how to get people to engage and do what needs to be done. Then a lot of church people are frustrated. They feel like they're sitting on the sidelines and they don't know what to do, and they don't feel satisfied, and so forth and so on. So we have a lot of frustration going on. And then, of course, you go the next step out, the people on the outside, they look at the church and they say, it's not very effective. We're losing our influence in society. We are losing our voice in society. And so who wants to listen to somebody who doesn't have a voice? So we're losing that impact. Just a lot of things that are not going right. Now, I'd like to say, no one single person can fix this. I mean, if you are expecting a pastor or some big church leader to fix this, you can forget that. That's just never going to happen. If we are going to see change, really everybody has a part to play in this change. And for some people, they're maybe not to be insulting, but some people are like wineskins. You know, a wineskin was actually an animal skin. They put wine into it, and then as that wine fermented, it would expand the skin. Except if that wineskin got old, then when that fermentation happened, it cracked the skin, and they lost both the skin and the wine. They lost the whole thing. So Jesus said, don't put new wine into old wineskins. So I'm going to be sharing some things that maybe you can't accommodate. That's okay. Just go and, accommodate what you can. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not your manager. But there'll be other people that you might share with that are their old wineskins. They just can't accommodate it. Just bless them and go on. And do not go breaking wineskins, because that's the one thing Jesus really taught us. He said, don't put new wine into old wineskins and break them. So if you're hitting the wall and you can't do what you need to do, then don't break the wineskin.